Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a really fascinating part of Metro Manila, Newport.
Yeah, we spent the last week just exploring, trying to get a feel for what makes it tick.
Exactly, because, it often gets mentioned almost as an afterthought, maybe overshadowed by places like Mall of Asia or BGC.
We're just known for the gaming, right? The
Yeah.
casinos.
Right. So our mission really was to, well, uncover the local side of things, see what else is there.
To find out if there's more to it than meets the eye. And spoiler alert, there definitely is. It's got this unexpected depth.
Totally. That's what hit us too. Newport isn't just one thing. We found this great mix of culture, amazing food, and honestly, a real sense of community.
It has this interesting duality, doesn't it? It can feel quite laid back, but then there's this vibrant energy too.
Yeah, and it seems to work for, well, a lot of different people. Budget-conscious locals, tourists looking for luxury.
Right.
It's all there.
When I first arrived, my impression was quite distinct. It felt different from the intensity of Makati,
Yeah.
or the sheer sprawl of QC. Just an understated elegance. A quieter sophistication, maybe. What about you? What gave you that feeling?
For me, I think the environment itself played a big role. Those palm-lined streets are really pleasant, and the architecture is modern, clean.
Uh-huh.
But the Newport Performing Arts Theater, that really stands out. It feels like this, I don't know, mini oasis.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the theater.
Yeah.
Because that feels like the cultural heart of the place. It's a 1,500-seat venue, quite grand inside.
That massive chandelier, it adds a real sense of occasion, doesn't it? And the sound, the acoustics are fantastic.
Absolutely, and it's not just the building. The programming is really diverse. We caught a matinee of The King and I, like full Broadway style.
Right. But they also host local concerts, showcasing Filipino artists. It's a real mix.
And what's interesting is there's research connecting this kind of cultural engagement to well-being. A 2023 study mentioned how performing arts can boost mental health, strengthen community ties,
That makes sense.
and the pricing helps. Tickets start around 500 pesos, like $9. That makes it pretty accessible. Why do you think that accessibility matters so much there?
Well, it just opens it up, doesn't it? Like more people share in that experience, connects the community. It breaks down that idea that culture is only for some people.
Good point. And then there's the Newport Cinema,
Yeah.
also really accessible.
Yeah, 6 screens. They show Hollywood stuff, but also a good number of Filipino films.
And again, affordable, like 300 pesos, $5 a ticket. Good quality, too. Comfy seats, Dolby sound.
Hmm.
What really jumped out, though, was hearing that around 70% of the audience are locals. That fosters real cultural pride, especially with Filipino hits like Rewind.
Yeah, that high local turnout says a lot, doesn't it? Shows a real appetite for their own stories.
Definitely. And for a different vibe, there's the Resorts World Art Gallery.
Right. It's small, but really well curated, focuses on Filipino artists.
Yeah, we saw some Juan Luna replicas, but also contemporary stuff like Leonard Paris. And it's free to get in.
That's huge.
It is.
Yeah.
Apparently, it gets over 10,000 visitors a year, giving local artists great exposure. Seems very intentional, making art part of the everyday fabric.
It really felt that way. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Live music. Because Newport definitely comes alive after dark.
Uh-huh.
We hit the bar at 1911. Proper speakeasy feel, really cool and intimate.
Yeah, that place has a great atmosphere. It blends that sort of sophisticated cocktail bar thing with a very local flavor.
How so?
Well, they do craft cocktails. That calamansi-infused gin tonic was amazing. But the live jazz often includes OPM covers. Original Filipino music. It just works.
It really does. Elegant, but with that Filipino soul, Then completely different energy, the Plaza Bar.
Right. That place was buzzing. When we went, a local band was playing Eraserheads and River Maya covers.
Icons.
Totally. And the crowd was so into it. Just a great electric vibe. You could feel people connecting.
Yeah, apparently studies show these kinds of venues really boost community engagement. It's like a shared experience.
Makes sense. And for something more chill, the runway.
Ah, yes, the open-air lounge. Great views of the skyline. They do craft beers, pretty decent price too, like 200 pesos, $3.50 a pint.
Nice. It's known for that relaxed vibe, acoustic nights. Apparently places like that have higher repeat visits compared to similar spots in, say, Makati.
Yeah.
People like the chill atmosphere.
It seems Newport really has these different pockets, different moods you can step into.
It does. And we even stumbled upon a community event, a free dance workshop.
Oh, yeah. In the open-air amphitheater, they were teaching tinikling, the traditional bamboo dance.
What was cool was seeing all ages joining in. grandparents, kids, everyone. Studies suggest these events really strengthen social bonds. Did you get that sense?
Absolutely. It was just lovely. People connecting, learning something cultural together.
And you can't talk Filipino culture without mentioning.
Karaoke, of course. We had to check out OK Karaoke.
Essential experience. And okay, karaoke seemed like a great spot for it. Family-friendly, private rooms.
Huge song list, K-pop, OPM, everything.
And affordable for a group, right? Like 800 pesos, $14 an hour for 6 people.
Yeah, pretty good. The staff said they do over 500 sessions a week just in Newport. Tells you how popular it is.
Wow. Yeah, there's even academic work on how karaoke helps social bonding in Asia. It's a real institution.
So yeah, the culture and entertainment scene is definitely vibrant. But okay, let's move on to the food. Because wow, we ate well.
Oh, definitely. First stop, Cafe Ilang Ilang in Resorts World.
Yes. Proper local favorite, this one. Authentic Filipino comfort food. We tried the care,
That rich peanut stew.
and the lechon kawali, the crispy pork belly. So good. Classics done right.
And the prices.
Surprisingly okay. Mince is around 350 pesos, like $6. It really busts that myth that Newport is only super expensive. Our server Maria said loads of locals eat there regularly for those nostalgic tastes.
That authenticity, that familiarity seems key. Okay, next up, Newport Mall. Your Shokin ramen.
Oh, that ramen. That rich tonkatsu broth was incredible. Seriously good.
Yeah, it's clearly a popular spot. The chef, interestingly, is from Manila but trained in Tokyo. He was saying Newport's diverse food scene mirrors Metro Manila's cosmopolitan palate.
Makes sense. You see that mix everywhere. Apparently, about 60% of diners in Newport spots are locals, 40% tourists. So it serves both.
Good balance. Then, for something totally different, Mercado Central.
Ah, the weekend night market. That was a highlight for me. The whole plaza just transforms.
It really does. It becomes this buzzing food festival. The variety is insane. I saw grilled intestines.
Adventurous.
Haha, yeah. But also Halo Halo, the shaved ice dessert, even vegan laying.
Yeah.
And most things are under 200 pesos, $3.50.
The atmosphere is just great. Families, young professionals, everyone just milling around, eating, enjoying. Very communal.
And these markets are a real boost for the local economy, supporting small vendors. Like a 15% boost, according to one study.
That's significant. Okay, switching gears again, the high end. Finestra at Solaire Resort, Italian.
Right, definitely a more upscale experience. The truffle ravioli was divine.
Oh, yeah.
And the tiramisu. Plus, the view over Manila Bay at sunset. Just stunning.
Sounds amazing. Pricey, though.
More premium, yeah. Maybe 1,200 pesos, $21 for 3 courses. But the manager, Sophia, told us lots of locals come for special occasions. Again, challenging stereotypes.
Interesting. And places like this are apparently pushing Filipino-Italian fusion forward, too.
Seems like it. We also had great seafood at Kusina Sea Kitchens.
Oh, yeah, the sinigang na hepan. That sour shrimp soup. The broth was perfectly tangy, and the prawns were so fresh.
Delicious. And reasonably priced, about 450 pesos, $8. Plus the open-air setting, live acoustic music.
Yeah.
Very relaxed vibe.
Definitely. Then for regional flavors, Abe's Farm, inspired by Pampanga cuisine.
Ah, the culinary capital.
Yeah.
Their adobo and sisig were fantastic, really flavorful. And the place itself is charming, rustic, capiche shell windows.
Lovely setting. The owner was telling us how Newport's reputation is growing culturally.
And studies back that up. Apparently that blend of heritage and modern amenities is drawing more visitors.
Makes sense. One more Lugan Cafe, Taiwanese.
Oh, yes. Oh, long bava soup dumplings. Excellent. And the beef noodle soup. Comfort food done well.
Around 350 pesos, $6. Great casual spot. Staff said families love it. Come every week.
It really shows how strong Asian cuisine is in Newport's casual dining scene, doesn't it?
It really does. So beyond all the eating and entertainment, we looked into relaxation too.
The Kwan Spa at the Marriott looked like a proper oasis. They do the traditional Filipino highlight massage.
Yeah, using banana leaves and virgin coconut oil. Sounds incredibly soothing and like culturally rooted.
Definitely. It's part of that growing wellness tourism trend there. Apparently, spas like Kwan attract over 20,000 visitors a year, blending those local techniques with global spa stuff.
It all comes back to that blend. And, throughout the week, just talking to people, that was maybe the best part.
Oh, absolutely. Those interactions really brought Newport to life. Maria at Cafe Ilang Ilang giving us tips.
Carlo at the bar at 1911 making those amazing cocktails.
Sophia at Finestra explaining their clientele. The vendors at Mercado sharing their passion.
The staff at OK Karaoke, the regulars at the runway, the owner of Abe's Farm, everyone was just so open.
It paints such a richer picture than just looking at buildings or menus, doesn't it?
Totally. It gives you the character of the place. And speaking of practicalities, accessibility is a big plus. It's literally 5 minutes from NAIA Terminal 3.
Yeah, super convenient. Which helps dispel that idea it's hard to get to.
Hmm.
And our whole week proved it's not just for gamers or the super rich.
And definitely not quiet.
No way. It's
Mm.
got that balance, right? High-end and local, cultural and casual, buzzy and relaxed.
Yeah, that's the word, balance. Thinking back, what were the standout moments for you?
Hmm. The energy at the Plaza Bar during that live set was pretty infectious. The sheer comfort food satisfaction at Cafe Ylang Ylang. And watching everyone learn the tinikling together, that felt special.
Yeah, that community spirit and just the general warmth, that Filipino hospitality was everywhere. So welcoming.
So thinking bigger picture, what does Newport tell us about creating these kinds of urban spaces
Well, it definitely highlights how important local markets are for authentic food.
and community events for connection?
And making culture theater art genuinely accessible.
It kind of reminds me, in a way, of how Singapore's Marina Bay tries to blend heritage and modernity, though obviously on a different scale.
That's an interesting comparison. And economically, these mixed-use districts clearly work. That study mentioning an 18% potential boost in tourism revenue, that's significant.
It really cements Newport as more than just a stopover. It's a destination in its own right, offering this unique mix.
And people are noticing 1.2 million visitors a year, apparently. And the really interesting part, 60% are locals rediscovering their own city.
That's huge. It means it resonates deeply within Manila itself.
Uh,
And the theater's impact boosting local arts participation by 25%. That's a tangible cultural effect.
so for anyone listening who knows Newport or has explored it, we'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite spots? Share them in the comments. Let's keep the discovery going.
Yeah, definitely. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, maybe check out some of our others where we explore different facets of Metro Manila, like our look into Makati's less obvious sides.
Ultimately, Newport's charm for me is that blend the global feel mixed with something deeply, authentically Filipino.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it? About the hidden gems that might be waiting right in your own backyard, wherever you are.